Hello, collective. So, welcome to this random reading. This is going to be a few messages, a few personal experience mixed with messages here. So, please just take what resonates. I had to refilm because the first one was quite long. Okay, you guys don't like to do things straight to business. Okay, long story short, um, some of the messages are also deleted and gone, which is really irritating me. Um, but yeah, hey. So I'm gonna do the ones that I do remember and have on my notes. First things first, when you get into a new chapter, new level in your life, you know the whole saying, new levels, new devils. That's true. Um, so there's a lot of projection going on, and this is something I've faced personally, and I just want to share this like for a sec, okay? Um, a lot of projection, a lot of belittling, okay? Um, as you guys know, I do spiritual work. I read my messages and I do my cards and whatnot. I love it. But at the end of the day, we do live on this planet that we have to have 3D jobs if this is not like income or revenue, right? If it's not profitable. Like, I love this. Like, this is not something where it has to be profitable. I do personal readings. You guys know I still have my website. Check it out if you're interested. But this is not something where it's like I have to promote it like that. I used to do it a lot in the past, okay? But, you know, everybody has to start somewhere. Now, I am in the matrix of it all. So obviously, I have to kind of tend and adapt to how Matrix things operates. Um, there are a lot of people in my environment that are supposed to be my support system. When they heard and saw that I'm getting where I'm supposed to get, when it comes to positions in life, job positions to be specifics, um, and everything that I have thus far in my new environment, they don't want to believe it, they want to belittle it, or they want to project their own stories and negativity onto it so I won't excel, I won't overcome. And I don't know if this will resonate with all of you guys, but it seems to be a season for some of us that will face this. We just have to be like, fuck it. But I'm not going to sit here like I'm not affected because a lot of people that in my circle, unfortunately, they're not happy for me. They're just not, okay? And when they hear where I'm at, where I'm going, and the positions I have, they pretend to be happy, but then they belittle and project. Because why? They want to be where I'm at. And they can. I think it's the fact that I'm where they're not, and they're hating. Like I said before, if you have haters, you're doing something right, okay? That's message number one. It's really hard. They thought that you would be imprisoned. They thought that you would be alone, stuck in a mentality, stuck in a place based on where you come from, how you look, where you're going in life. And that's not the case. I feel like you broke out of the mold, the systematic view on how people view you, okay? Their perception of you. And they don't like it. And Spirit told me that it's not really them, it's more so the entities that surrounds them. So for instance, you know how now I do have some haters in my life, I'm not gonna lie, but there are certain people, they tend to be close to you as well. All of a sudden they're like, oh my god, you've been struggling so much, I'm here to support you. And then you get the support, right? Not necessarily from them, but even from them, they would be quite sneaky and hold it against you, right? I did this and I did that. Or if you get it from somewhere else and they're just like, I didn't think you would get it in this way, or else, they wish it was from them. And Spirit told me it's not really the people, it's more so like, unless it has to do with, you know, prejudice, racism, political views of things. Um, it's entities, okay? These are the entities I'm always talking about, how it's an attachment entity here. Um, how people just randomly hate you or envy you for no reason. How you can randomly just fall in love with somebody that you don't know. It is a frequency, it is an entity. Now, personally, entities are not good. Entities is the same thing as spirits, but the thing is, for me, like, I view it as entities are bad, spirits are good, okay? Um, and that's just my perception of it all, because entities are usually linked to when something is off, okay? How somebody could be yelling at you one moment because you're wearing a fucking pink jacket, and then the next week they'll be asking if they can borrow that pink jacket. Like, it's weird. It sounds quite bipolar, right? But it's entities. They be smiling in your face, but they're secretly hating. And it's not just like you will sense it or you see it in their facial expression. They will actively be like, I don't think this is for you. I don't think this is good enough. Or I don't think you'll make it. I think you should be placed there. And then when things turn in your favor, it's almost like they're trying to act like you don't have the strength to be who you are. And they're trying to be your strength in terms of support. But in reality is, they don't know you. They never did. And they're trying to act like they do. And it's this entities that is twisting their mind, like they're empty vessels trying to take control of them to see if they can control you. I guess this was long again. Oh my god. Listen, this is something I just have experienced. If you're going through the same thing, you're not stuck. You're not in prison. They thought that they could keep you in prison. You're not. You're not only protected. Okay, it's something that they look past, or simply just didn't believe in. You're also overstepping them. Okay, and I think that is what's itching this entity's like vortex. You get me? This is just me talking from the perspective of being in the matrix and the job area. Okay, for some of you guys, the hateration and the blockages and the trying to belittle you is not in that field. For some of you guys, it's in relation to love. Okay, it's in relation to your health. The cards that came out, before I'm gonna find them, I'm gonna be a typical reader, and I'm gonna tell you this: you have a spirit team, which you're also really pissed at that you have faith. One thing I can mention is like one of the support system was kind of shocked that I was so happy before getting into my new chapter in life. And they're like, why are you so happy? You know, you seem so much happier. And I didn't think it as anything, you know, there was some sort of backhanded compliment. But then I thought about it for a minute because we were waiting for one of the bosses to show up at an interview I had. And I was like, well, my new space, my new environment, and just being at peace, right? It's just like, I don't understand that. I don't get it, right? And she wanted to know in detail. And I wanted to say, because the peace thing didn't sit right with her. So I had to go into detail of like my environment. And then she was like, are you really happy in your environment? That. How can I go on from saying I'm good, I'm correct, I go into saying overall what it really is on a, grand scale, go into detail, and then they're questioning that detail as in that's not true. What kind of fuckery is that? I don't know. That was just so off to me. And in all honesty, I just wanted to say it was God. It was God. The reason I'm happy, I'm feeling this freeze was God. I'm so pressed about it that I didn't say anything. But yeah, something of this nature, okay? Like, but take what I'm saying in my own experience and add it to other areas in your life. Again, for some of you guys, I can't, it really has to do with love. So you could have people in your circle, okay, or supposed to be your support system, or claim that they are, and they're like, oh no, I don't think love is for you. They thought that you will be loveless. They thought nobody will love you, and that you're always going to deal with unrequited love, because that's just like what they label you to be, as some sad puppy, right? And then for some, I guess it's in relation to health, okay? So like they thought you'll always be sick, whether like physically or mentally, right? This is like something that will always be a part of you, and for you to overcome that is like a shock to them. Like they can't really like process of like how you did it. Um, it's so absurd, right? The people that's supposed to be the closest to you, but yeah, they wanted you to be in this energy of like feeling alone, abandonment, having health issues, not overcoming it, being imprisoned. At one point, which is so off to me, but the so-called support system was like, "Oh, I would never do anything to hurt you, but like never. I'm really here for you." The same person that was questioning my peace, right? And then she was like, it's not like I'm gonna put you in an environment like that has to do with slavery, They're not gonna like, that's not the case. Of all the words you could use, you use that, right? I'm just like, I'm here thinking like, oh, it's getting too much again. But I don't know, guys. Listen, you overcomer because God is, and that's simple. Because you're rocking with God, okay? In the essence of David, he said, "I'm with the Spirit of the Lord," and that's on period. Enough about me. I do have, like, I really do. I'm trying to keep it short. You could probably definitely need to fast forward, guys. I could sense that somebody is like irritated and be like, "This doesn't make no sense," or it's like it's being too much. It's getting too much now. I get it. So somebody's sister is nosy, especially if you have a relationship, a boo. I don't know if you're the sister outside of you guys or on your person's end, but yeah, your sister is very nosy, very, yeah, nosy about you being in a relationship. For some of you guys, is it good that you will tell this information to your sister? Yes, it will turn out in your favor. You didn't think that it would be, but it will. For some of you guys, the reason why the nosiness of the sister wants to know if you're in a relationship or not, it has to do with some sort of inheritance. It's gonna sound odd for some of you guys. For some of you guys, you would get what I'm trying to say here. For some reason, this is what I was tuning into. If you get in a relationship, I don't know if it's like I'm assuming a serious one, okay, where it's gonna lead to marriage and family and whatnot. You will get some inheritance, spiritually or financially, or both, from your family. Like it's a generational wealth that's gonna pass on to you. I don't know if it's like a culture thing, but when you have a family, the inheritance will you'll receive the inheritance, okay? And this is why your sister is very like nosy about if you're gonna get some, because I don't know, maybe she already have a family and they're just like, oh, I pray and hope that you don't get it as a sister, so all of it can be transferred to them. That's for some of you guys, okay? For other of you guys, that's not the case. Your inheritance will come when you're gonna meet your new person, as in get married. So like then your person's inheritance will be your inheritance. For others, it's a sister that don't want you to get into relationships, so you won't get the family generational inheritance. You get me, okay? It sounds so absurd, but that's for some of you guys. That's message number one. And then for some of them, they could actually trying to block your like new chapter in terms of love, okay? And going back to the cards that we had before, maybe they're trying to make you sick, or say that you're sick, or say, I don't know. That's for some of you guys. Let's continue. Oh my god. Somebody has Tourette's, okay? I don't know what else to say, but wait, just give me a sec. The person that has Tourette's, I don't know if it's you, somebody outside of you guys, they feel abandoned, they feel alone, they don't feel supported, okay? They don't feel protected. So I only know 2 individuals that have Tourette's, okay? A childhood friend of mine, she had like a mild form of Tourette's, like tics. And then what's her name? Billie Eilish also have Tourette's. And funny enough, both of them are Pisces. Or are they? That could be relevant, okay? That's the message. And then we got names, okay? Roger, Leroy, Leilani, okay? I'm just gonna shuffle and see if it comes out. I'm so pressed about the other messages that just disappeared. I'm so angry about this. So let's go with Roger and Leroy. Roger, okay? There's some sort of message in relation to this name, your name, somebody you're dealing with. So I got these cards. There is somebody has romantic feelings for you, and they could suffer from some sort of power dynamic or power struggles a bit, but they love you, okay? You are suffering from this when it comes to this person that you have love for, Leroy, but it's love though. I feel like it's just like power struggles. It's not something that's like, that deep on a personal note, I feel like. But this is your go-to advice card. Who's dealing with this name, okay? Yeah, Roger. But this could be for Leroy though, because I'm tuning into Leroy. Like I'm channeling the name Leroy. So this is your go-to advice card. Okay, let's see, man. So there's something you need to be honest about. And let's see here. And then we got this one. And this one. You have to be honest about something and have confidence and like know what you desire. What do you want? What do you want, basically, okay? Because you're not supposed to be in a situation that's stressing you out, okay? What do you, Leroy or Roger? Leroy, let's go with Leroy. Let's see what's up. Or Roger, since the first one felt very Leroy. I don't know. Switch the names around. I feel like I'm getting tired. In terms of Leroy or Roger, the 2 names here, there's somebody who wants to love you, okay, collective? They really do. You're their wish fulfillment, but you seem to like neglect them, okay? You don't want to be with them. Like I feel like you could be playing games. Like there's some sort of separation here. I don't know. Let's see a go-to advice card. Okay, this is in terms of like Roger or Leroy. Maybe you have 2 options. Okay, so we got a lot of cards. For some of you guys, you just don't feel the energy. Okay, you don't feel like it's love. Okay. There's somebody that it could be heavy on somebody from your past. You're so angry with this person. I'm getting that. Yeah. You feel abandoned. You feel lonely. I feel like you don't feel a connection with them. I'm getting the energy of like disassociation. Okay. Maybe you should like go to the countryside for a bit. Meditate. Like if you have the option to. And Leilani. I also like look, yeah. So in terms of Leilani, there's a bad man around you. Or you feel like somebody's a bad man. It could be a man that's cheating. It could be a man that is supposed to protect you, but they're not protecting you. They could be abusive as well. It could be some that you're aware of. Like, you could be their friend and you know that they're just completely shit and is trying to manipulate themselves when it comes to situation. I'm also getting gaslighting here. So whoever is like wow, Lilani. Maybe somebody's like Hawaiian. There is definitely some sort of abuse going on with a person that you know, that you're friends with, or there's something more. Like, I feel like you have to sort of information about somebody unless it's like your person and they're not a good person. It's almost like they should be reported. I don't know. You know something, okay, Lilani? You really do. So there is that. Uh, your go-to advice. It has to do with some sort of marriage or wedding. Yeah, some sort of marriage. So we got this one. And then we got let go of your past in reverse. It has to do with a relationship, a marriage. I feel like you know something about somebody's husband. Or it could be your husband and somebody's not willing to let this um just whatever the case may be is not good. It has to come out. Okay? If it feels quite dangerous. Now, I'm gonna go on to the next message. This is something that really irritated me. I'm gonna keep it short. It's in relation to Sean Combs, P. Diddy, okay? And I've had like messages in relation to celebrities heavy on this person as well that I've done like readings on in like in the past, heavy on last year. When my readings literally took a week to upload, even if it was just 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna keep it short. There are a lot of people that's gonna be exposed. A lot of people that is going to be caught in the crossfire. I feel like whoever has been victimized by this person, or a victim, not victimized, a victim when it comes to this person. A lot of things are gonna come out on the surface. I did read online that there's gonna be some sort of documentary here, but I was like tuning into being stalked in supermarkets, being chased down at night through freaking graveyards, house discombobulated, blown up, like crazy stuff. Okay, so I don't know if all of this is gonna be in the documentary or whatever, but the things I have tuned into in relation to upper level, higher level people is pretty crazy. I know I do a lot of it's tarot, it's love and light, it's music channelings. It's much bigger than what this is, but hey, I can only do so much on YouTube. So with that being said, know that justice will prevail. Things will be revealed, and it already has. And I'm really thankful, and I thank God and my ancestors and the universe for finally being aligned. Okay, so there's that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, I want to give this overall. I don't know who's watching about this as well. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. The goddess of never not broken. So whenever I get this so-called divine feminine card, right, from the divine feminine oracle card, that means that, you know, think 10 of swords. Like, you've been through so much. It almost feels like this is it, you know? I'm about to exit life. It cannot get any worse than this. And I feel like just on some plain realism, a lot of people that go through hidden things with VIPs on a different frequencies, they're one of the strongest people on earth. to go through a lot of things, like abuse wise, hidden, and being lied to and gaslighted, and still survive and still smile and still like be able to function in life, it takes great strength, great immense to do so. Okay. So I commend you, anyone that's been through the shits, to keep on going, because at the end of the day, justice will always prevail. And for a lot of people, they're not here to see justice prevailing. Okay. Because it's a lot. Okay. So with that being said, welcome to my overall long ass reading. Collective. Good luck in your journey in life. And remember, anyone that's hating, envious, trying to pick on your energy because of your light, it's the entities, it's not them. Some people, they're plain idiots and cruel, but a lot of times they're being controlled by frequencies because they feed off negativity, they feed off this darkness, and they want people to stay in this darkness as thyself. So you really have to ground yourself and make sure that you never waver. Okay? And side note, I know why, on a personal note, I haven't really, been too active in the Matrix. Is because I was assigned to do certain things, right? Because the funny thing is that when people talk to me, see me, know me, they don't understand why I am in certain positions. But it's because it's a part of God's plan. I get it now. I really do. A lot of it also have to do with the same people that was trying to support me. They were really my blockages in life. So with that being said, be careful who you surround yourself with, because not everybody's for you. Okay? Thank you for stopping by, Collective.